Today I'm gonna talk about the 17mm f1.8 lens. That might be the best lens for travel photography for micro four thirds. Stick around to find out if it is. Hi there, I'm Peter Forsgården, Olympus visionary from Helsinki, Finland. And before we start talk about the M.Zuiko 17mm 1.8 lens, please consider to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell so you get notified when there's a new video online. My channel is all about you getting to be a better photographer. And remember, I post 2 videos a week, usually on Tuesdays and on Fridays. Olympus has 2 versions of the 17mm lens. The other one is this one, the f1.8, and then there is the Pro version which has widest aperture of 1.2. And today I'm going to talk about this lens, as I said, and my next video it will be comparing those 2 17mm lenses. But let's start with this lens. 17mm is about 35mm in full frame terms, and that is one of those focal lengths that I think every photographer should have as a prime lens in your toolkit. 17mm has so many uses. It's great for street photography. It's a classical focal length for street photography. It's a great lens for travel because of its size, and then of course it's very good for environmental portraits. As I already mentioned, the 17mm f1.8 is a very good lens to carry around for all-around photography, and I've used it a lot with travel because of the combo with EM5 Mark II. It's a very small and lightweight to carry around, as you can see. The widest aperture on this lens is f1.8, so it's very good in low light, and it's very good also in long exposure photography. Combined with the IBIS, the image stabilizer that Olympus OMD bodies have, 1 second, 2 second exposures, no problem. This lens has the MF clutch, so it's a very handy lens to use when manual focusing. And with the focus peaking, it's very easy to manual focus with this combo. But you can also use the classical focusing methods from the golden era of street photography. First, what you do when you want to focus like the classical street photographers used to do way back in the 1960s, 1970s. What you do, you set the camera to manual focus, and of course with this one which has the MF clutch, it's easiest to do with the MF clutch. Then you set the focusing distance to about 3 meters, your aperture to f5.6, then everything from about meter and a half to infinity will be totally in focus, so you don't have to worry about focusing. Just concentrate on your composition and catching that decisive moment. This lens comes with 2 different colors. The black one that I have, then there is the silver one. And there's one bad thing, this lens does not include the lens hood. And I think it should. As I always said in my videos, I don't like the manufacturers not putting the lens hood in the box when you buy it, because it's actually very useful. And this one is metal, so it will protect the front lens element, and it will protect it from the direct sunlight to make the image quality even better when you do not want any flares in your pictures. If you have this lens and don't have the lens hood, I sincerely advise you to get one, because it is actually very useful. And here are the other specifications of this lens. I have used this combo a lot in my travels, and now with my new bag Olympus Explorer, which I got from Olympus Finland, it's even easier to fit all my gear in the bag, because I can have my computer in here, I can have a body and a lens, and it even have a special pouch for a lens, which is really cool, or any other stuff. And then it goes right here very nicely, so this is going to be my favorite bag in my next travels. Oh, sorry, but let's see some images that I've made during my travels with this combo. I've also used this lens quite a lot for my work. These two images were taken with this combo. Actually the body was different, but the lens was the 17mm f1.8. Both of these images I used live comp and line painted the subjects. So this can be used in serious work too. So it's not only my recreational lens like it most of the time is. Ain't that some cool graffiti here in this boat that it's, as you saw, it's on the sand. But the image quality on this lens, I've nothing to complain about. The only thing is that if you use f1.8, there's going to be some vignetting on the lens. But in many cases, I actually personally do not care about vignetting that much. But when you stop it down to 2.8, the vignetting is gone. So no problem in that sense with the image quality. There aren't too many downsides on this lens. One was the previously mentioned vignetting. If that is a problem for you, then you just have to stop down 2.8 so the vignetting is gone. The another downside was that it does not include the lens hood, and the third thing is that it's not weather sealed. So if you make images with this in the rain, be very careful so you don't ruin your lens. Okay, I've had this lens for quite a while now, and the following images were made with the original EM5 and this lens. With the price point around 350 to 450 in euros and in dollars, I think it's a very good deal, especially if you can get it for around 350, which was the lowest price that I saw while making or before I made this video, and 450 was the most expensive price that I could find. And with that price, I think this is a very, very good deal. And if you really need a 17mm f1.8 lens, this might be a very, very good choice. But hey, thanks for watching and bye for now.